Hello and welcome everyone. I am Ravi and today I'll be going through another video on counting wherein we'll be discussing techniques for figuring out the number of entities or the number of elements that exist between a certain range. The trick here is usually to find a pattern and then generalize from that pattern. So, for example, let's start off with a very simple question, which is given a range of numbers starting from 1 to 100, how many odd numbers are there? A number is odd, that is, uh, which is not divisible by 2. Just using that understanding, we can say that given any couple of numbers, so given any pair, you would see that there is one odd and one even number. Extending this, you would see that there is one odd, one even number. This is odd, this is even, and so on and so forth. So in the range 1 to 2, you have 1. In the range 1 to 4, you have 2 odd numbers. And so generalizing, in any range till from 1 to n, you would have n by 2 odd numbers and n by 2 even numbers. So the pattern here to detect is that at every alternate number is an odd number. Let's go to another problem, which is given the numbers in the range 1 to 100, how many numbers are divisible by 3? The pattern here to note is that if you given a triplet, you would find one number which is divisible by 3. Given another triplet, you are sure to find that there is one more number which is divisible by 3, and by triplet I mean a consecutive set of numbers. So in the range 1 to 3 you would have one odd number, in the range 1 to 6 you would have two odd numbers, and generalizing, in the range 1 to n you would have n by 3 odd numbers. So the answer to this problem would be 33, which is 100 by 3. For the last problem as well, the answer would be 100 by 2, which is 50. So there are 50 odd numbers in the range 1 to 100, and there are 33 numbers divisible by 3 in the range 1 to 100. Let's say somebody asks you a question, how many ones are there in the range of numbers that exist between 1 to 100? This is a slightly tricky problem wherein it is good to decompose the problem into two parts. The first part is how many numbers are there wherein the units place is 1, and how many numbers are there where the tens place has a 1 in it. So the units place 1, and the idea is to detect certain patterns. So in every numbers from 1 to 10, in every 10 numbers you would have at least one number that has in the units place a 1 between 1 to 100, and in the tens place one would have only the numbers between 10 to 19 would have 1 in the tens place. And we also have to consider the hundredths place, which is the only number that has 1 in the hundredths place would be 100 in the range 1 to 100. So these would turn out to be 0 to 9, which is 10. These would turn out to be 10 to 19, which is still 10. And these would turn out to be just 100, which is 1. So the total number of ones would come out to be 21. The total number of numbers with ones in them would turn out to be 20. And the reason for that is that the number 11 gets repeated both in the calculation for units and in the calculation for tens. So you would have 21 ones in the numbers from 1 to 100 and 20 such distinct numbers that have at least one in, in the range 1 to 100. Hope this video helped you in understanding more of these concepts of counting principles and being able to apply them in the problems that you see in your competitive exams. Thank you and have a good day.